Hey everyone, welcome back to another edition of Score Center. Today we'll be doing my round 13 AFL tips. Looking back at round 12, we'll be doing the eBay. Well, normally it's a top 10, but there were so many amazing cards. We're doing a top 20 again this week, as well as the top 10 international cards. We'll be taking a look at the predictors, and with the Hilite Reid and Sam Darcy shenanigans on the weekend, the Rising Star predictors have been thrown into all sorts of chaos, so we'll take a look at that. We'll also be opening up the Highlight and Rising Star cards. But firstly, let's get to the tipping and let's see how I did last round, round 12. And holy dolly, I had a bit of a car crash at tipping. I only got 2 correct. So let's take a look. We went for Port and the Blues won. Of course I went for my Pies, but the Bulldogs ended our winning streak. We went for the Crows and Hawks beat them. We also went for the Eagles, but Saints beat them. Our first win of the round came from Geelong beating Richmond, but it was looking a little bit like Richmond are going to win there. So that was a bit of an unsteady tip, but we did get that in the end. We went for Melbourne and they absolutely got demolished by Fremantle up in Alice Springs, but we did finish the round with a correct tip with the Suns over the Bombers. So only 2 correct for the round. Let's see if we can do better this round. So this Thursday we have the Crows taking on Richmond in Adelaide. We're going to go for the Adelaide Crows there. And let's maybe do 28 points. We're doing 28 points. Usually we're pretty conservative, but not this week. And Friday night, we have the Bulldogs taking on the Lions at Marvel. Gonna go for the Bulldogs there. Gonna go for the Bulldogs over the Lions. Then Saturday Arvo, University of Tasmania Stadium. We've got the Hawks taking on the Giants. And I always go for Hawthorn when they're in Tasmania, so we are going for the Hawks there, even though only 29% of tippers are going for them. Score is one of those 29 now. Then, Saturday afternoon, we've got West Coast Eagles taking on North Melbourne. We're going to go for the Eagles, even though there will be no Hilite Reid playing. Then we have Saints taking on the Gold Coast at Marvel. Let's go for the Saints. We'll go for the Saints. I like the Saints at Marvel. Then Sunday afternoon, we've got the Swans taking on the Cats at the SCG. We will go for the Swans there. Then we've got Essendon taking on Carlton. What a great clash. Wow, that's pretty... Ooh, that's... I could go either way with that. Let's go for the Blues. Gonna go for the Blues there. And then Monday, King's birthday, big freeze. We have the Pies taking on Melbourne. Gonna go for my Pies, of course. There you go. But that's always a great game. Tip saved. Let's check in with the comp. Was it just me who had a wobbly round, or how did everybody else go? Let's take a look. Round 12. Well, there you go. Ben D, Ben24. You are the best tipper of round 12 with 4 correct tips. So I feel that makes me feel a little bit better. Well done, Ben. You had the best tipping with 4, but everybody else in the top 10 tipped 4. So that makes me feel less good about myself, but that's all good. So we had Riley in second spot and Izzy in third. But yeah, everybody there tipping 4. Wow. Okay, there you go. Let's now check in with how everybody is going in the total tips. Ben's not only the best tipper of round 12, Ben is also currently the best tipper overall with 72 correct tips for the year. We have Brownie Michael in second spot on 71, but just behind him on total margin. So they're both on 71, but just a few points back on total margin is Peter PC Demon. So that is our top three. Then we've got Dylan G on 68. We've got Lachlan on 68 as well. Trudy Forever Proud 68, and Caden the Toddfather on 68. And rounding out the top 10, we have Riley C on 67. Scory on 67. I've dropped down to 9th spot. And then we have Harry, Brisbane Lion fan. Also 2 tips, so I appreciate that. Although also I didn't notice that Lachlan and Caden got 1. So that was a really, really tough round to tip. Absolutely tough round. Well, we've survived that. We've got round 13 coming up. So best of luck to all of you. Okay, it's the eBay top 20 time now. We're doing top 20 for Australia because there were so many awesome cards in the past week. And then we'll do our top 10 international. So this is for the week of Monday, May 27 to Sunday, June the 2nd. And we kick things off in equal 18th spot for 700. We have a Nathan Hindmarsh, Parramatta, Proven Summons medalist for AFL heads. That's basically the same as the Norm Smith medalist. So he was the best player on ground in the 2006 NRL Grand Final. So Hindy getting that signature card there. So that's out of Select Invincible 2007. So that is back when Select were doing the NRL cards. And that is signature 103 out of 110. Also selling for $700. We have the Harry Mackay Coleman medalist booklet out of 2021 Select Footy Stars. So of course the redemption, the predictor card came out of Footy Stars 2021. And if you were lucky enough to have the Carlton edition, you could claim that booklet. And even more special is that it is a jumper number 10 of 140 for that Common Medalist booklet. How cool is that? Then our third card selling for $700, we've got the Josh Rochelle Adelaide Palladium card out of Brilliance, and that is card 1 of only 25, and it is not the first number 1 we will see today. So that is absolutely awesome. The Palladiums look so good. I would have absolutely loved to have got one of those out of my box of Brilliance, but that wasn't to be. But they look absolutely awesome. Then selling for $736 in 17th spot, we have Zach Butters, his Port Adelaide Palladium. That is card 21 out of 25, of course. He's looking very happy there. Then in 16th spot for $750, we have the James Warple Showstoppers. So that is a case hit going back to 2020 for Footy Stars. So that is also graded a 9.5 of that. I think that's an Australian card grading company, which escapes my mind at the moment, but we love the Showstoppers. Weren't lucky enough to pick up a Showstoppers. That is card 5 of 70. Back in the days when Select would have the three-digit numbers, even though it was only out of, because there was only 70 Showstoppers each card, there's really only need for 2 digits, but they have now changed that. So yeah. It feels like a long time ago. 2020 feels like a very long time ago now. Then up in 15th spot for 950, we have the Sam Walsh Diamond Signature Redemption out of last year's gem. That was card 6 of 35. And in 14th spot for 970, we have this really cool Carlton Hall of Fame collection that Select released back in 2014 to celebrate 150 years of the Carlton Football Club. And that was out of 200, this was set 94. So every card in the set is numbered 94 out of 200. And it's quite a big set. They've done these for a few clubs celebrating milestones. We've got a Hall of Fame set. We've got a Team of the Century, but the big part of it is the signatures. There's 9 signatures, and you've got Stephen Kernahan there. You've got Chris Judd, Robert Walls, Stephen Silvani, Alex Jezelenko, and we've got Greg Williams, John Nichols, Craig Bradley, and Wayne Johnston. So some absolutely huge names of not just only the Carlton Football Club, but just VFL, AFL football overall. Then in 13th spot, for $1,000, we have the West Coast Eagles Platinum Rising Star Predictor. That was the hottest Rising Star card on the block until Saturday afternoon when Harley Reid did his sling tackle, and he's rubbed out for 2 games, so that means he cannot win the Rising Star. So these cards now are basically worth nothing. So that's the risk you take with buying predictor cards. They can always have a risk of not going off, and unfortunately for this buyer, it's not going to go off. That was card 24 of 60, and it won't be the last West Coast Platinum Rising Star Predictor we see on the list. But for now, let's take a look at this really cool set from 1994-95 Futerra cricket cards. So this sold for $1,150, and it was a sample set. So of course this wasn't released, but it is a selection of some of the insert sets in Futerra cricket that year. So you'll see on the back, it's supposed to be numbered out of 1,000, but instead of having a number, it says sample. So these are it's an intriguing curio of card collecting, getting those sort of sample cards. And then in 11th spot for $1,340, it is another West Coast Rising Star Platinum Predictor. This was card 31 of 60. Then in 10th spot for $1,725, we have the Nick Dacos Platinum Brownlow Predictor. Somebody's putting a lot of cash behind Nick winning the Brownlow, which would absolutely be phenomenal. It would be phenomenal. This is, of course, the Platinum Predictors are out of Hobby Footy Stars, and even more special, it is a jumper number 35 of just 60 of the Platinums. So very exciting. But again, risky. It's always a risk with Platinum, with any predictor. But good luck. Then in 9th spot for $1,750, we have the Nick Dacos Palladium. They look so good. And that's number 12 of 25. Then in 8th spot for $2,100, we have a run. We have quite a lot of these legend signatures that came out of Hall of Fame 1996. We had a couple last week, and we have even more this week. So let's go through them. We've got John Nichols. We already saw his auto from the Carlton 150th anniversary. Here he is with his Hall of Fame 1996 autograph. And that was card 94 of 110. And that number 94 is going to be significant. But first, before that, let's go to number 7th, selling for $2,400. And we've got the Donald Bradman, the greatest legend signature. Again, interestingly, so we've got some more Futerra cards that weren't released. We have had these cards on the top 10 before. Basically, the story goes that Bradman was sent a handful, about 40, 50 cards, and for him to sign, but they weren't returned by the time that they were manufacturing the cards, and so they decided to wait for the following year's release. But by then, Futerra, the company, ceased to exist. So these signed Donald Bradman cards were never released. So it's exciting to see them when they come to market. So yeah, very exciting. So technically never released, but they were meant for Futura at 93, 94. Then let's go back to the Hall of Fame signatures in 6th spot for 2,500. We've got the Lee Matthews Legends signature. That's such a great pose. And if you remember the number before, here we go again, number 94 of 110. This is going to be a bit of a recurring theme. But again, firstly, in 5th spot for 2,665, we have the redeemed Generation Next signature. It's Peter Dacos, Josh Dacos, and Nick Dacos, all signed on the one card that, of course, was one of the great cards that you could pick up out of Legacy from last year. Fortunately, it doesn't have the back of the card, so we don't know what number it is. But yeah, fantastic to see that redeemed, because we've seen a lot of redemption cards on the top 10, but nice to see the redeemed signatures. Then, in equal 2nd spot for 3,000, we have Captain Blood himself, Jack Dyer, Richmond Legend signature. Oh, so good. And again, number 94 out of 110. So it appears that a collector who had, I don't know, fancy for number 94 has sold their collection. Because in equal second again for 3,000, we've got the Graham Polyfarmer Legend signature for Geelong, again out of Select Hall of Fame 96, and that is number 94 as well. And then also selling for 3,000, we have the Dick Reynolds Essendon Legend signature, and that, of course, is number 94. And then coming in 1st spot for 3,350, we've had a lot of legends, a lot of older legends of the game. This is definitely going to be, he's already a bit of a legend, but he is one of the current players that will go down as one of the all-time legends. I'm sure Nick Dacos, that is his platinum draft pick signature out of Optimum 2022. How many times did I pull a Pies card, a Pies signature out of Optimum, only to find that it wasn't Nick Dacos? That happened a few times. But yeah, these are of course only limited to 40, and that was card 40 itself, 40 of 40 for Nick's DPS. That is our eBay top 20 Aussie cards. Now let's turn our attention to the top 10 international cards that sold on eBay Australia for that same time period, May 27 to June 2nd. And we kick things off in 10th spot for 1,400. And we've got the Jason Tatum rookie signature out of Panini Select 1718. Nice clean design. Select always, Panini Select always do really nice designs. Then in 9th spot for 1,425, we have the Jude Bellingham Borussia Dortmund, back when he was with Borussia Dortmund, blue refractor autograph. Of course, he won the Champions League with Real Madrid on the weekend, playing his former team. So that is very cool. That is his rookie card auto out of Top's Finest Bundesliga 2020-21. And it is a PSA 9 there. And just a little thing going forward, I've always been kind of annoyed that when a card is graded, the image of the actual card is smaller. So moving forward from today, we're going to put any grading information at the bottom of the screen so that we can have the whole card in all its glory. Oh, I love that. And then that is card 26 of 65. So in 8th spot for 1,575, we've got a Wemby Silver Prism. I've had a few of these on the channel. That is, of course, his rookie Silver Prism from 23-24, and it is a PSA Gem Mint 10. In equal 7th spot for 1,700, we have another Jude Bellingham card. This is his base card auto refractor, and this came out of Topps Merlin Chrome 2020-21. and that was card 12 of 75. And also selling for 1,700, we have the Hakeem Olajuwon game jersey patch. This has come out of Upper Deck Basketball 97, 98, one every 2,500 packs. That is a very cool, authentic jersey patch. In 5th spot for 1,800, we have the Luka Red Ice out of Panini Prism 2018-19. It is a rookie card on that, and it's also a PSA Gem Mint 10. I've got more Luka here in 4th spot for 2,350. That is his rookie signature out of Prism 18-19. In 3rd spot for 2,650, we have the Joe Burrow Cincinnati rookie autograph there. Yeah, very nice to have American football so high up on the list this week. That was out of Prism 2020-21, and it's a Beckett 9.5. And then we don't have technically a 2nd spot because we have 2 cards that sold for 3,100. So we have equal 1st place. We have Shadon Sharp, Championship Tags auto, I should say. That's out of Immaculate 22-23, and it's numbered 5 of just 5. And that's just such a nice looking card. Of course, Immaculate's always really a beautiful high-end set from Panini. And then I just said that it's nice to have a bit of American football at the top end of the list. Well, how about an American football card right at the top of the list, also selling for 3,100? We have a Jordan Love Team Helmet Auto. So it is a rare version of the auto there. That's a rookie there for Love. It's out of Panini Contenders 2020, and it is a PSA Gem Mint 10. Okie dokie, let's now take a look at the predictors. And we have 2 players at the top of the Coleman medal tally. We have, of course, Charlie Curnow, 36 goals for the year. He added 3 to his tally against Port Adelaide. We've also got Ben King matching him on 36. He booted 4 goals against Essendon. Jesse Hogan, nothing to add to his tally. So we dropped from both players on 36. The next player is on 31. So there's a little bit of a gap. Well, actually more of a little bit of a gap starting to open up at the top there. So, and then we've also got Jake Waterman not adding any goals to his tally either. Kyle Langford also did not add anything, but Harry Mackay, former Coleman medalist 2021, if you were watching the eBay top 20, he added 3 goals against Port Adelaide. Bailey Fritsch, he is our predictor. He added nothing as well. So it was a bit of a quiet round, other than Ben King and Charlie having, and Harry as well, having a very good round 12. We turn our attention to the Brownlow, and so this is based on AFL.com.au's Brownlow predictor. Isaac Heaney, he had a bye, so he's just still on 22. Patrick Cripps has moved up into 2nd spot with 17 votes. And Nick Dacos is on 16. And we've got Zach Marriott on 15. Zach Butters on 14, along with Caleb Sarong. And then on 13, we've got Max Holmes from Geelong. And Chad Warner remains on 13 after having that bye. Then we turn our attention to the Premiership odds, and Sydney still remains the favourite for the Premiership. But then we have Carlton and GWS and Collingwood all up in there. And then we have Melbourne and Geelong on the outside there. And then we turn our attention to the Rising Star. And what an absolute schmozzle on the weekend. We I have to admit, we've had a lot of near misses with predictors. We've had 3 predictors come perilously close to winning and coming in 2nd spot. And picking up the West Coast Rising Star predictor so early in the year, I have to say, in the last few weeks, it started to feel like it was maybe a little bit too easy. Surely my luck couldn't go that good, and clearly the luck had dissipated, because of course Harley Reid has been suspended for 2 games for the sling tackle. So what was an absolute shoo-in for Rising Star has now evaporated. But along with him, Sam Darcy's odds of winning the Rising Star have also dissipated, because he too has been suspended for that knock on Brainard. So, well, there you go. The Rising Star has just been skittled all over the place. So all of a sudden, the North Melbourne Rising Star predictor is once again, like last year, one of the most hotly favoured now, when people were sort of giving them away just a few days ago. Now they are the hot tip George Wardlaw, Colby McKercher, but also Darcy Wilson, Caleb Windsor, Riley Sanders, if you want to throw his name in as well. It feels like we've just gone back to zero, and it is, I have to admit, it's very exciting. So we now have some new Rising Star predictors to hope for from our pack openings. Okay, it's the time now for the highlight and Rising Star card. So let's rip this open, and we will get the pouch out. If you'd be so kind to pop out of the envelope. Thank you. Here we go. Iconic Select black pouch. And let's see, that looks like the front. We've got round 10 highlights. We have Darcy Byrne-Jones, Port Adelaide match winning goal against Hawthorn, round 10 highlight. And our Rising Star nominee is Kay Lohman for the Brisbane Lions. Well done, Kai. Let's have a look at what numbers we have picked up for today. We have number 75. I hope that card's okay. You can kind of see a bit of creasing at the top. I think that's more from the top loader. I think the card's okay. Number 75 of 172. Darcy, let's see what number we've picked up for you. Number 180 of 237. So Darcy coming out on top there. There you go, that is our round 10 Rising Star and highlight. But we're not over. The episode is not over yet, because I just kind of got the itch to open up something, so let's open up a random starter pack. Let's zoom on in. Get that nice. Zoom out a bit. There we go. How's all that? Open up something. So why not open? Oh, nice. We have a refractor here as our bonus card. We've got Harry Mackay. Carlton. Ooh, very shiny. We have not got many refractors at all. Oh, that is awesome. Very, very cool. Now let's have a look at the number. 193. There you go. 193 of 299. That was very cool. Wow. That was worth opening. Now let's see if we can be just as lucky from our packs. Oh man, some of these can be annoyingly difficult to open. Okay, let's see what we have. It is looking like a footy heads. It is. It's Darcy Parish, footy heads, and Will Ashcroft, Brisbane Luminous. Kind of feels like the old days of some packs. Here we go. Let's see what this. Ooh, that's looking shiny. Oh, it's just a base, but we do have a Future Force of Ollie Hollands. More Carlton, definitely a Blues packed starter pack. That is very cool. And we've got Dane Rampy in the Luminous. Oh, we got like 2 Dane Rampies last week in the Footy Star show. So there's another Rampy. Rampy Rampage. Okay, this is the last pack for today. Of course, we will be opening up proper Footy Stars on Thursday. So let's see. It's a Footy Heads. It's Mateus. I think we got him either last week or the week before. And Cam McKenzie, Hawks. Not sure if we've actually got him or not. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that is a brand newie. There you go. Very cool to pick up the Harry Mackay Refractor. And a Future Force, Ollie Hollands. Very nice. Well, there you go. That is the end of Score Centre proper now. I will be back next Tuesday for more tips and eBay and predictors and highlights and rising stars. And yeah, like I said, this Thursday we'll have Footy Stars. We will have Team Coach on Saturday and NRL Traders on Sunday. Can't wait to see you then. But until then, stay cool, take care. My name is Dave. This is Scorecard Collectibles, and I can't wait to see you next time.